Okay, so you should have your image scanned in. What we're going to do now, we're going to work in the levels section. If you are on a Windows PC, you would press Control L, and if you're on a Mac, you press Command L. Now, as you can see over here to the right, I have my background layer. I always try to duplicate just in case something happens, because when you scan in directly from your printer, you technically didn't save it. So if something happens where you messed up and you're trying to go back, you know, either through your history or you're trying to get back to the original, sometimes you did all the work, you can't go back to a certain extent, to a certain point, I mean. So I always press Control J just to duplicate this layer in case I have to go back to my original file. If you're on a Mac, it'll be Command J. So now what we're going to do, we're going to press Control J to get into the levels. Once again, if you're on a Mac, it'll be Command L. Okay. Now I'm just typing them in instead of just sliding it. But this left slider is for this box. This gray one is for the middle, and this white one is for the right side. What you want to do is try to get your background as white as possible and your sketch lines as dark as possible. Okay, you're not going to be able to eliminate all the little writings or any other type of imperfections with this, but you will try to get your whites white and your blacks black. Okay, that's the first step. I also work with the output levels. That I noticed that helps a bit. This sketch was done in my fashionary book, and their pages are already like an oak tag color. So when I scan it in, it gets a bit darker. So that's to be expected. So now what we're going to do, we're going to erase with the paintbrush tool, not the eraser. If you do with the eraser, the background will go away versus just masking or covering up. Okay, so you're going to do the paintbrush tool. You're going to select your size. Now, as you can see, it's really small at 6 pixels. So if I do 110, it gets a lot bigger. All right, let's try 80. That's not too big, so that's pretty good. You also want to make sure down here at the bottom of your toolbar, you see a black and white box. You want to make sure the white is the foreground color. How you would do that, you would just select the switch icon here that's right above it. So as you can see, I'm clicking it and it's changing it. Okay, so now that when I go like this, instead of it coloring in black, it colors in white. If it were set to its original default state, it's black. We don't want that. Okay, so I'm just going to try to cover up or erase as much as possible. Now, if you need to change the diameter of your brush, don't be afraid to do so. Just, you know, do what you have to do. You know what you want your final result to be, and that's what you should work on. Don't think so much about trying to do things the right way or the easiest way. Just do it till you get it to the best state that it can be. Alright, I'm not going to erase too much because this is just a quick tutorial on how to do something basic. Now, if you have the time, absolutely, you know, just work section by section. I have to get in here, as you can see, so I definitely have to make this brush a lot smaller. Now, a quick tip, when you are importing your image through your scanner, the scanner when that opens up, look for the advanced settings somewhere and make sure that your image is set to 300 dpi when it imports. I didn't do that with this particular image because I don't intend on keeping this for anything. So as you can see, as I'm zooming up, it's starting to get real pixelated. All right, and the short code to zoom in is Control plus with a Windows, and then or Command plus with your Windows. With your Mac. Okay, and that's about it. I hope this helps. If you do have any questions, please leave them below, and I'll try to answer them as quick as possible. Also, I did the written version of this tutorial. You can check it out at my site. www.achallaescouture.com. I will also leave the link to that in the description box below. Once again, I hope this helps, and I hope you guys have fun with it. All right, designers, till next time. Bye-bye.